Alright, hey guys, welcome back. I've got a NUON right here. We're gonna try to play, I think. So, for those of you guys that have never seen this before, the NUON was a DVD player. Not really a DVD player, it was a chip that could be embedded in DVD players that would give it video game-like capabilities. It was, video game platform basically. It could do other things, but I mean, it was mainly used for games. So you had a couple of NUON enabled DVD players. This is the Toshiba SD2300. So there's a port on the front. That's where you plug in your game controllers. And there's a NUON logo on the front letting you know it's a NUON enhanced player. So we're gonna hook this up and we're gonna play some games. I got every game that came out in the United States. So that's like 7 or 8 games or something. It's not a whole lot. Tempest 3K is on the NUON, yep. And so we're gonna, I don't know, I'm hungover from this morning. So we'll see how this goes. And afterwards I'm thinking about just hooking up the NES with composite and just like vegging out on the couch and just playing some NES later. With the cat. So yeah, alright, let's do this. I just realized it's even got component outputs. But I don't have straight, like, component cables. Patchouli. Oh, patchouli. This is my patchouli. Hey, baby. Hey, patchouli. Hey, Books, what's going on, dude? Welcome back. Hey, Tony. Alrighty. Hey, Mario. Oh, nice, Tony. Yeah, the Lynx is awesome. You know, you want to talk about an underrated handheld, the Lynx is totally underrated. Alright, well, we might as well start off with the best of the bunch. Actually cool, you kind of cool using this, because this was the model of the NUON that I had back in the day. Just I don't know, kind of surreal, like having access to what was effectively my very first DVD player. This was my first DVD player. You know, not this exact one, because I traded it to a Jag collector, but you know, the same model. So it's just kind of weird just looking at it. I'm like, ah, man, that takes me back. Yeah, Minter made this one. That's why for a lot of us Jaguar fans back in the day, the NUON was a big deal, because there was going to be a sequel to Tempest 2000. And that's Tempest 3000. So... So Tony, the NUON was a platform that could be embedded into various devices. It was mainly just used in DVD players. You know, enabled. You could basically make use of this chip and, you know, use it like it's a video game platform. And so you had DVD players that licensed the technology, or DVD fucking. God damn it, let's just say it was embedded in the various DVD players by Toshiba and Samsung. There's like 3 or 4 different NUON models. They're all just DVD players with the NUON capabilities, and you know, it was treated like it was a video game platform, but it also had the ability to enhance your DVD movies if it, you know, if they took advantage of it. Like smooth zoom functionality and things like that, and some other interesting features, but you know, it was mainly used for video games, and there's only a handful of games available. I think like less than 10 total through all regions. I have, yeah, it might only actually be 3, 6, 7, it only might be like 8 or 9 games total, because I know there's a Korean game or 2, and that's it. Very, very small library. Most, you know, so we've got And by the way, this came out in like 2000-ish. Yeah, I think it was about 2000. What's the... yeah, this copyright date on Tempest is 2000. So, yeah, we've got... here, I'll switch it back over. Sorry, I'm just really out of it today, so don't mind me if I'm slow and I don't make sense. So we've got Tempest 3000, which is one of the exclusives. It's the main reason to own a NUON. We've got Ballistic, which came bundled with the Samsung units. It's the most common game you'll find. This was also on PS1. We've got Freefall 3050 AD, which is an interesting concept. This is also an exclusive. Merlin Racing, which is sort of an exclusive. It's kind of like the it's by Miracle Designs. They made Atari carts on the Jaguar, and some of the courses in this, I think, are in the PS1 Miracle Racing games. We've got the next Tetris, which was a mail-in for Toshiba owners. This is a custom case the guy made, and obviously this was also on PS1 and Dreamcast eventually. We've got Iron Soldier 3, which is another big title on the platform. This is also another custom case. The original Iron Soldier 3 got recalled because it had compatibility issues with certain models. And so an actual boxed version of the game is extremely rare. You know, basically a few got out to the public before it was recalled. But everyone else just got replacement copies mailed to them. And that was also on PS1, by the way. We actually played it last week. And then we got Space Invaders XL, which was also on PlayStation in Japan. So not a whole lot of exclusives on the system. But, you know, like I said, you kind of get it for Tempest 3000. Were they expensive? They, I mean, they were... I think about as expensive as any other DVD player back in the day. It was like $200 or $300, I'm guessing. You know, this was 2000 when DVD players were still expensive. So for someone like me, you know, I didn't have a DVD player at the time. And so this was like a 2-for-1 deal, basically. It's kind of like when I bought the N-Gage, when, you know, that was like a 2-for-1 deal. It's like, I got a game system, but I also got a cell phone. And so with the NUON, it was like, I got a game system, but I also got a DVD player. Yeah, again, for Jaguar fans, it was kind of a big deal because developers of games on the Jaguar were making games for the NUON. So you get the Miracle Designs guys who did Atari carts, you got Eclipse who did the Iron Soldier games, and then you got Minter who did Tempest 2000 and Defender 2000. So that was kind of a big deal for Jag fans, but the platform just kind of like fell on its face, unfortunately. You know, it is what it is. There's some accessories you can buy. You know, this is a HPI controller. I've never actually owned this one. I had the Logitech controller back in the day, which is a nicer controller. This is like a... feels like a cheap N64 style knockoff. I mean, literally. Like, it's even got the memory card slot, but it's like filled in, so you can't put anything into it. Alright, let's play. Oh, it also had a follow-up to the Jaguar's Virtual Light Machine. I'll have to show that off later. It's really cool. So you notice like how like the, you know, visual effects are really smooth and like filtered, and there's a lot of like color shifting and things like that. Well, that's what the visualizer is kind of like. And this was the precursor to the Xbox 360 Neon visualizer that Minter also made. So the NUON actually had a really interesting. It has a really interesting place in history when you get down to it. Oh, it's got Melto-Vision, all right. All right, here we go. Wow, super Melto-Vision. Hey, Patrick. God, it's so hard to see what's going on. You can see, sure. Never heard of that one, Amadeus. This looks amazing, actually, on the PVM. Holy shit! Like, it's actually much crisper on the PVM. I mean, duh, that makes sense, but... This is actually kind of hard on my hungover eyes right now. Yeah, one of the things about this game is that it runs at a low frame rate much of the time. Like, this is really slow right now. I mean, we're probably talking like 5 to 10 frames a second. It's just... But then here, it's like 60. Bam! All the way back up to 60. And then once you get into the game again, it's... sub 10. Oh, this is like really dropping. Yeah, I don't like it's. Yeah, it's super slow. And I remember that about the game, but it's really noticeable now. No jump in this, you get like a hover. So he did change up the mechanics a little bit. So instead of jumping, there's hovering. A limited hover, I should say. So when you collect power-ups, you actually build your hover meter, which is underneath your score. And by pressing R, you can hover over. Like I just hovered over that guy. Where did I go through him? It was weird. But you get more power-ups and then you can actually go off the web, just like you kind of like the jumping in Tempest 2000, but it operates a little bit differently. It's like now we're off the web completely. Just for a brief moment. Ravey wavy is what it's called. I can't see. I just hit a spike. Dude, I still got caught. Ugh. See, it looks like you can only move left and right on those. That was weird. Cardiology. Oh, I took a hit. Yeah, so there's this like curvy homing shot that you get also, so that kind of takes place of like the particle laser from 2000. Yeah, it is. It's really crazy. Unfortunately, this is where like Mentor kind of started going in that direction where the visuals kind of got in the way of the gameplay. To where it was really hard to see what you're actually doing. Space Draft was kind of the evolution of that, and then he finally toned it back with TXK on PS Vita. Oh fuck, it's gonna... oh Jesus. Oh yeah, it's a cool game, man. Don't get me wrong. Like, it was, you know, it was a lot cooler back in the day too. You know, when I first got it. We're gonna get spiked. Yeah, we got spiked. Couldn't see what I was doing. You can rag on old Trev all you want, man. I have no problems with that. I think that's game over. I mean, it's definitely a good-looking game on the PVM. Like, damn. I know I say that every time I look at the PVM, but I don't even think it saves high scores. Yo, Kevin, what's going on, man? I'll show you the visualizer, since, you know, that kind of goes hand in hand with Tempest 3000. God damn, I'm so tired today. Oh, I'm gonna need the remote. By the way, Kevin, your controller's working great, man. Thanks once again. I seriously have no idea how to get the VLM going. Yeah, you gotta use the remote. Yeah, seriously, right? Okay, well I know it works, I just turned it off. I thought maybe the remote batteries were dead, but... I wonder if every game on the NUON displays in 480. Like, that explains why everything looks crisp. Dude, how do you get the VLM going? I seriously don't remember. There we go. There's a bear in your garage. What? Dude, this is so unresponsive. There we go. There's not that many options. Yeah, it goes to that, and then that's it. And like it messes with the volume too. That's cool. Unreal Tournament 3. It's one of my favorite soundtracks. You do know that this was also on PS1, right? So does that mean that the PS1 should have failed because it had Space Invaders? But yeah, keep your smart-ass comments to yourself if that's all you're gonna say. Because it's a total fucking buzzkill! Back menu. Oh, that's right, you can... Yeah, the funny thing about this versus mode is it plays music from various Taito arcade games. Well, the different colors have different properties. No, this is just called Space Invaders XL. I'm not sure if it was called like Anniversary on PS1 or something like that. Time attack. What's a NUON? Ugh, I'm terrible at explaining it, but... NUON was a platform that was developed by VM Labs and embedded into various DVD players by Toshiba and Samsung. This is from Darius. And so basically it enabled you to play games on your DVD players if the player had that chip inside of it, or that hardware set inside of it. So the DVD players would usually come with a couple controller ports on the front, so you can use a, you know, an actual gamepad. And there's only a handful of games made for the thing, unfortunately. So it's... not really a Sega CD, no, I mean... I guess the CDI comparison is apt. You know, it's appropriate. The sad part is, like, the 7 games on the NUON are probably better than the entire CDI library combined. Which is kind of sad, but... It's still mainly just a curiosity, though. It's not something you're gonna play regularly. I mean, a bunch of the games on it you can get on other systems. Like this you can get on PS1 in Japan. Iron Soldier 3 you can get on PS1. There are better versions of Tempest elsewhere, like TXK, and now apparently Minter's working on a Tempest 4000. Ballistic and Next Tetris are on PS1, so... Yeah, I've played the GameCom. I used to have a GameCom with most of the library. Yeah, I mean, it's possible the Anniversary Edition is just based on the old PS1 version, which is basically what this is. Yep, Did I throw it away? Why would I throw away a GameCom, Tony? Never throw away anything, man. Unless it's, like, busted and you can't fix it. I mean, someone will pay for it. So, I mean, this is what NUON games came like. They were usually available. You can buy them at Best Buy. Back in the day, they'd have a little shelf for the NUON games in the DVD player section. And they usually had gold cases. Some of them. Like that. I mean, it's just pretty basic stuff. Yeah, I would say NUON DVD Interactive up top. We'll play a little bit of Iron Soldier 3. It'll be interesting to see how it compares to the PS1 version. It's been a long... I mean, it's been probably a good 14 or 15 years since I played... really most of these games. I mean, I did pick up a Samsung N501 a few years back, Found it at a thrift store. You can sometimes find NUONs at like Goodwills and thrift stores and places like that. You know, just look in the DVD player section, the electronics section, and if you see the NUON logo, you know you got one. And that's what I did. I found a Samsung. But I think I acquired Ballistic, and that was it, so I didn't really play it. And then I ended up trading it to someone. And then I bought another one. I bought a brand new in-box one a few years back, and then never used it. Ended up selling that to a local NUON collector. So even though I acquired multiple NUONs as the years went on, like I never really went back to play the games. So yeah, I haven't played really any of these in like 14 or 15 years. I mean, yeah, it's Taito, but I mean, it's got Taito's name on it, but I don't think Taito did the port, though. It's just, yeah, it says Matahari Studios, so Matahari Studios probably just got the license from Taito and did the conversion, and not even sure who published it, honestly. Yeah, it just says license from Taito. Let's see. Well, this is definitely nicer video quality than on the PS1, that's for damn sure. I mean, I guess that's what you'd expect from a DVD player, right? It's possible VM Labs published it. I don't know. There's 2 programmers on it, and that was basically, yeah, I think it was basically just a port of the PS1 game. This game, Space Invaders, was basically on PS1 in Japan. I mean, if you just type in Space Invaders PS1 on eBay or something, you'll find it. I'm pretty sure it's the same game. I mean, you look at the back of the box, it's got the same versus mode and things like that, so... This is a long intro. Well, I probably can, but I don't have my hands on the controller, so it's kind of hard to skip it when I'm drinking a drink. I mean, still, it's cool to look at it, though, because, like, this is, you know, this came out the same year as the PS2, so... you know, technically the NUON was, you know, like the PS2. They were the first DVD-based video game platforms. It's kind of interesting, like, seeing this video. Like, knowing that, like, this was, like, cutting edge back then. I mean, everything else prior was just CD-ROM. And this was the start of DVD-ROM. Like, for video games. You know, the cutscene's not gonna, like, blow away what was done in, like, Tekken Tag or something like that, but it's still pretty decent. It's just interesting to look at. Some of the animations are kind of janky. Some of it's pretty good. I got a music skip. Alright, let's just skip it. Oh, it fades out like a 3DO and a CDI. Hey, Patchouli. How's it going? What you doing, girl? Patchouli's back there just staring at me. Hey, Patchouli. How's it going? She's just staring at me. You want to have a staring contest? No. No, you don't want to play that game? Hey. Hi, Patchouli. How's it going? How's it going? Do you want to come up here? Do you want to come up here? Come on, babe. Come on, babe. Oof, there she goes. Hey, Evil Dead, how you doing? Good girl. Papa Julie. Oh, hey, Christopher. Welcome to Twitch. Thanks for checking out the stream here. I'm kind of slow today. We got my kitty. Hey, hey, Wayne. Yeah, cat break, basically. I kind of just want to fall asleep in place, like... I'm so tired. Yeah, Wayne, for a little bit. Then I think I'm going to switch over to NES after that and just chill out in the futon and play some games on the old CRT. Would you get your butt off the keyboard? Holy crap. I heard it click. Yep, you're pushing stuff. Get your butt off the keyboard. Yeah, I figured a lot of you guys haven't heard of the NUON, so I thought it would be fun to play around with it for at least a little bit. I'm honestly not really in the mood to... Where are you going? Patchouli, where are you going? Ow. Alright, she's leaving. Yeah, like I said, I'm not really in the mood to play it, but I was like, you know what, I might as well fire it up so you guys can see it. Because it's, you know, it's not something that you see on Twitch every day. And I'll eventually do some, like Let's Plays and stuff like that, or like a dedicated YouTube stream or something, so. Yeah. Hey, Fishhawk, what's going on? Yes, we actually played this last week on PS1, coincidentally, so, you know, I picked up a copy because it was relatively cheap, but it definitely looks a lot nicer on NUON. Like, this is like, this is 240p on PS1, like these menus, so everything is, much less crisp. And this is 480i. Yeah, same thing. Iron Soldier 3 is a cool game, though. I do like it. Now she walks up and walks on the keyboard. Nice. Alright. Mounts weapon, assault rifle. I guess that's it. I wonder how well the, Oh, yeah, no, I saw it, Meepill. Yeah. It looks awesome. Ooh, no analog support in this game. Oh, you can turn the analog on. Dude, the analog actually feels really natural with this game. It's like playing an N64 game, actually. I mean, it looks about the same as it does on PS1. It's just, it's got a smoother graphical filter, that's it. I mean, the textures aren't any more detailed. Frame rate might be a little bit better here, but not by much. Usually these tiny little explosive buildings will reveal energy replenishments. We'll probably turn it up a little bit. Man, this actually feels really good with the analog stick. Damn. Because obviously the original Jaguar version, I'm sorry, the original Jaguar Iron Soldier, you know, has no analog support. It's not a, you know, it's only got a D-pad. Oh shit. Wow, that was close. About to die. Mario Mania, you're like 15 minutes late on that, dude. Yeah, if you post anything that can confuse it, it'll get confused. The bot will get confused. So don't type anything with .com in it, otherwise the bot will think you're posting a link even though you're not. You know, like when you're talking about game.com or something like that. We're probably gonna die. Trying to kill these guys so I can try to destroy these buildings so I can get some energy back. Like right here. Yeah, that's a good way to do it, Wayne. I agree. I'm running out of ammo too, actually. This is Iron Soldier 3, which came out on the NUON and the PS1. Parts 1 and 2 were on the Jaguar. I have, like, no ammo on my assault rifle. Yeah, so I guess that's all I had to do. I just had to destroy a bunch of buildings and pick up a bunch of boxes, and that was it. Resident Evil Trailer Park version. Did I just smash a school? Think of the children. Crap, I didn't read what the mission was. Oh, I think this might be the one where I have to destroy other mechs. Yeah, I think that's it. The lettuce was just right. I totally forgot about that. I gotta say, some of the visuals definitely look better in this, thanks to the higher resolution, than the PS1. That's for sure. I mean, the Gamecom is pretty awful. I mean, it is what it is. It has a couple games that might be worth playing, but it's not worth seeking out, honestly. Like, the built-in solitaire is actually pretty good. Lights Out that comes with it is also kind of fun. Batman and Robin, I think, is probably the most playable action game on the system. And then everything else is pretty much garbage. Unless you like, Frogger or Centipede. I guess those are technically okay. Still kind of mediocre, but they're playable. Yeah, and I think pretty much everything else is just dribble. It's just not very good, unfortunately. Unfortunately. It was a good concept, just really poorly executed. You know, I try not to be too hard on the damn thing, but the fact is, it's kind of a crappy platform. Tiger just really mishandled it, and it's quite possible the hardware is not even capable of doing the things that they wanted it to do. They got some really good licenses. I mean, Duke Nukem, Fighters, Mega Mix, Sonic Jam, Resident Freaking Evil. It's all sounds really good on paper, but God, I don't have any health. One of the things about Iron Soldier 3 is like all the enemies shoot rockets at you, so they dish out the damage really, really fast. You know, in Iron Soldier 1 and possibly 2 as well. It's been a while since I played that. They a lot of like the tanks and helicopters will just shoot regular bullets, so they gradually chip away at your life meter. Whereas in this, they're all shooting rockets, and so they're all taking like big chunks of health one after another. All right, well that's good enough. We played it, sort of. We at least beat one mission. That's good enough for me for now. All right, this will be interesting. Let's see if Tetris works. Shame Kevin's not out there. The guy that sent me this stuff actually printed off box art for Iron Soldier 3 and Tetris because they were normally disc only. And they came from Kevin's website. Kevin Buffalo Pinball. More like Aluminum Soldier. Yeah. Alright, so we'll see if this is the next Tetris. Apparently, it won't work on certain firmware revisions of the Toshiba SD 2300. I guess we're going to see. Microvision, Supervision. Yeah, I haven't played any of those. Oh, look, it works. Awesome.
NUON transforms any television into a state-of-the-art interactive
what?
entertainment center. A NUON enhanced DVD player is performance charged.
Oh, Riven was supposed to come out. What video did you watch? I know that Re-Rise has a pretty decent video on the NUON. Yep, that was Merlin Racing Books. Yeah, we're gonna play that in a little bit, so you'll see it. Blue Planet Software. Yeah, it's the PS1 version with a worse frame rate. We played this a few weeks back on PS1. Oh, that's right. There's not even any backgrounds on this one. I'm pretty sure there's backgrounds on the PS1 version. Yep. You watched the one by Re-Res. Yep. It is fairly obscure, yeah. I mean, especially now. I mean, I guess you could say it wasn't that obscure back in the day, because you could go to Best Buy and buy it. And, you know, you could see and buy the games in person. And still, it's something that never caught on. So nowadays, yeah, it's quite obscure. This Tetris backing theme is going to get old really, really fast. It just keeps saying, Tetris! 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 It's like, oh, stop already, please. Yeah, the big thing about this version is the frame rate sucks. Like, and I remember this back in the day. I got it in the mail. Fortunately, I didn't have to pay anything for this back in the day. If you had a Toshiba model, you could mail in for it, and you got it for free. Unfortunately, they didn't just bundle it with the player. Yeah, the NUON was really botched, though. Like, when you think about it, you're like, why didn't they just bundle this in with the DVD player. Like, they didn't even do that. You had to mail in to get it. Not everyone was going to do that. You probably had a lot of people with this DVD player that didn't even know it could play games. Can you turn the music off? It's... I don't know. It's not giving me any options right now. At least the music changed up. Yeah, exactly. A lot of people probably bought it, didn't even know it could play games. I mean, I think there's definitely some nuance out there in the wild. Like, you go to thrift stores, you will eventually find a NUON in, like, the electronics section of, like, a Goodwill or something like that, you know? I've done it myself. I still hear of people finding NUONs out in the wild that way. So they definitely sold units, you know, because they were just, you know, Toshiba and Samsung branded DVD players. So, I mean, people were just buying them anyway because they were DVD players, and in a lot of cases, they probably had no idea it could play games. Yeah, the only reason I knew about the NUON back in the day, because you know, I was in on the Atari Jaguar scene, basically. And, a lot of developers of Jaguar games, signed on to make NUON games. And that's how I found out about it. Okay, this is... Cancel game! Yeah, the big issue with this game is that the frame rate is just... it's subpar. And it seems like it's just a, it seems like an optimization kind of thing, because Tempest 3000 runs kind of sloppy sometimes. So does this. But Iron Soldier runs perfectly. This is actually, funny enough, this is actually a little bit better than the Tetris Classic mode, but it's still not much better. Yeah, the unfortunate thing about the next Tetris, though, is that it's a rare game. So, you know, even with how it plays, it's going to cost you a lot to get a copy. So I ended up dropping a lot of cash on this NUON stuff that we're playing right now, but you know, my justification was that we would stream it, and it's not something that, you know, you see very often, so... Yeah, if you go like thrifting, or if you go to pawn shops, things like that, yeah, keep an eye out. I mean, good chances are you can get it really cheap. I think I paid $30 for my Samsung DVD player, the N501 model. But they're worth like, you know, 60 to 100. So, and that goes for anyone else out there that does that. Go to the electronics section of your thrift stores or pawn shops, and you might get lucky. You might be able to get like a DVD player for like $20 and then sell it to someone that's going to play it for like a lot more. Or you can keep it for yourself if you're a collector. I don't go to thrift stores much anymore because you know, after a certain point, I just stopped having luck completely. I never found anything, so I was just like, it's not worth the time or effort anymore. But when I did, I would always look for like CDIs and stuff like that, mixed in with like the CD players and whatnot. Okay, well this is... I'll probably never play this game again. This is just... The guy offered it for sale. I was like, well, you know, I might as well buy it because you never see these for sale. Might as well have a full collection. Yeah, like I said, I think it's just poor optimization because Iron Soldier 3 runs very, very, very smooth, and it's got a lot more going on. So, alright, so here's Merlin Racing. We're going to play that just for a little bit, just to show it off for you guys. You might as well just go through all my games. I mean, it's not like there's a whole lot. Yeah, so we got Free Fall and Ballistic after that, and then that's pretty much it. Uh-oh. Patchouli has the need to need. If this is the future of Tetris, I don't want to live anymore. What you doing, Patchouli? What you doing? Patchouli. Oh man, this music. Wow. What you doing? Hey, Patchouli! What you doing? Hey, yo. Yeah, so it seemed like this system was capable of just above like N64 levels of quality. And I remember noticing that back in the day, because like I already had a Dreamcast when I got a NUON, so yeah, the NUON was not impressive when it came out. There you go, Wayne. This one's for you. I'm so immature. I mean, this game especially, it looks like an N64 game, actually. Damn, she looks feisty. We're gonna play as her. We're gonna play as Chloe. Hazy Reserve. Hi there, ass face. I don't think you can hop in this game either. Yep, Diddy Kong Racing flashbacks. Yeah, the frame rate's still a little sluggish here too. I mean, it's not bad though. It's not like phenomenal, but it's not bad either. It seems to control fairly well with his analog stick. I'm having blue shell flashbacks already. Or you can change your items too. Like if you have an item but you pick up another one, it overrides your previous item. Not like Mario Kart where you have to use your item. I don't think we're gonna win, guys. These guys are dicks too, like, they're very, very aggressive. You broke a control in their process. I'm sorry, ass face, but you didn't come in first. You must win the race to get the next key. Go back and give it another try! Space exclamation mark. I know you can do it! Space exclamation mark. Can we just exit the game completely? Is that possible? Oof. Access denied, ass face. Yeah, there's several Space Invaders games in Japan. One of the one of the budget releases, maybe Simple 1500, is the one I'm talking about. Hey, we got a Tuna host. Thank you, Tuna. Tuna with a host. God, man, this is reminiscent of Atari carts. I know it's made by the same people, where like your boost pads and things like that are just in really obnoxious positions. What? What just happened? What? I hit him and he landed on the boost pad and boosted ahead. You did it, ass face. It's so stupid, but I don't know why it's funny. Not as fun as naming my character in Dragon Warrior. Fuck you. Fuck you! You have found a torch. You have opened a treasure chest. Fuck you. Yeah, they're not bad. I mean, it's kind of, it's all relative. I mean, this came out in 2000. So for 2000 standards, it wasn't phenomenal because, you know, you already had the Dreamcast out and PS2 was out. You know, so stuff that looked like N64 was quickly becoming dated. Jeez, there's a lot of courses in here. It's not a bad game. I mean, if you get a NUON, if you ever find a NUON, like, this is probably one you want to have in the collection. Merlin Racing is usually one of the more common games. I wonder if you can, like, go first person or something like that. I don't think so. There we go. Frozen Falls, okay. Oh, you can get a boost off the start, that's good. Oh, man. And we lost. It sounds like Christmas music. Alright, well, that's enough of Merlin Racing. I'm sorry, Assface, but you did not win. And it's very much like Atari carts as well, where like none of the music fit that game either. On the flip side, though, in Merlin Racing, at least the game music doesn't make you want to slit your wrists. Oh, this disc is pretty scratched up. Good thing I only paid like $5 for it. Well, let's hope this works. Yeah, the music in Atari carts, which was made by the same people that made Merlin Racing, it's just all depressing. So assuming this works, this is Freefall 3050 AD. I don't remember liking this one very much back in the day. I don't know, couldn't get into it, but there's the cover, and you can probably barely see it. Thanks, Reflection. Total Arcade Software. Arcade with a K. It is the year 3050. Things were pretty shitty, as you can see. Doesn't it sound like there should be some kind of narration going on here? I guess I'll just keep talking. The Earth's surface has been ravaged. This is kind of cheesy. Man has taken to the skies to survive. It looks just as uninteresting in the sky as it is on the ground. Fifth Element, this ain't. Hey, Zerto. Crime syndicates are taking over. Okay, can we just skip that? Yeah, I don't. uh. Are you? No. God damn it. Oh, fuck. This is awful. I don't want to read. I have no idea, man. This is weird. This is pretty unpolished. There's like no menu music. Cuts to a load screen after every selection. Have no idea what I'm doing. Oh, there we go. Oh, so you can use the shoulder key to look around. God, I can't stand it when games do this, like polygonal games where when you attack enemies, they blink, they disappear. This just comes off as so unpolished to me. He just used a canned death sound you hear in like a bunch of I don't know. You hear it in a lot of different places. I really have no idea how to not take damage. And what do I have? Right. We're done with that game. You know, it's funny, Executioner Live actually... Executioner sent me this a couple years ago. And so now I can finally use it. This is another one of those PS1 conversions that was unoptimized. I think I remember this running kind of choppy. Infogram. I don't know, Zerto. What is up with your typing today? Right near the beach, boy. Alright, I think I've had my fill of that one already. Oh man, my ear itches. Alright, well, I'll fire up Tempest 3000 once more. Give you guys one last seizure, then I'll switch over to NES. Oh, NUON. I wonder if turning off the backgrounds makes the frame rate smoother. Got past level 3, nice. It's not a very long game. I've got a let's play on that that game, Gladius. If you need to see how to beat that fight. Alright, so we turn the backgrounds off. We'll see if the frame rate runs better. Did it with the help of save states. Right on. Oh yeah, it's definitely smoother without the backgrounds. Have some hamburger haircut? What? Bath salts and lettuce. And the lettuce was just right. Oh, sorry, Gladius. Jeez. Your loss. God, I just couldn't get into what you're playing, so let me just voice my opinion that I couldn't get into this. Because yeah, I just wanted to let you know I just couldn't get into it. It's gonna enhance the stream so much by me saying this. Yes. Yes. Just giving you a hard time, man. Ovulating, and so apparently, I guess he's got a option that you can set that it seems like it just randomly names levels as you go to them. It's kind of funny. And that's what I selected in the options menu. I just realized that Amadeus left us, and I don't remember him saying anything about bailing out. I wonder if the bear ate him. I hope he's okay. Because he said he had a black bear in his garage. I was like, oh jeez, man. Hey, Evil Live! What's going on, man? Evie Live. Evie Live? Evil Live. Evil Ive. Not a whole lot. Right on. Same here. Well, Tempest 2000 definitely doesn't have too much going on to where like you can't see what's happening, but 3000, yeah, that definitely has that issue. Same with Space Giraffe. Got an echo effect. I don't know, refresh your stream, Tony. What was the issue, man? I mean, like, what did you do to fix the blue screen of death? Oh, okay. Well, let me know how that works out for you when you get it. I mean, is the headset working otherwise? Gotcha, gotcha. Everything else seems to work? Awesome. That's good. That's good to hear, at least. I only had a small issue when I hooked it up. It wasn't recognizing the headset. And it turns out that the connector that runs into the headset can come loose. So I took it out and then plugged it back in, and it worked fine after that. Yeah, fortunately, no like USB compatibility issues though. Aside from that, I mean, I do have a new system though, so. So trippy. I love it. You can like shoot or something? I have no idea what's going on. All I know is you have to stay lined up with the rings. It just goes up and down for you. It goes bah, bah. I'm gonna have to practice this game and do a let's play on it. I don't think there's probably not many let's plays of this on YouTube. Holy shit. Wow. That was pretty trippy actually. And it's still trippy. It's like a 70s music video. Yeah, it's Tempest 3000 for the NUON. Help. Lots of drugs were used in the making of this game. Ah. Oh, come on, man. Yeah, your homing attack power doesn't really seem to do a whole lot to these spikes. Which is a problem when you have to go down the web and there's spikes on every lane. Ah. Lemon fresh log on the move. Yeah, I mean, we got spiked again. It's like you can't do anything about it. Yeah, Nintendo, it came out, yeah, just, what, this past week? Or the week before? I'll probably pick it up for the, Oculus. I'm probably gonna have to wait a little while, though. There's a few other games I want to pick up first. Cute bomb of the year? What? Yeah, these names are wacky. I mean, I think that's the intent. Yeah, so it looks like you do get the AI droid. It's just really hard to see it. Dead again. No, we actually made it through. Wow. I mean, if it's not available on the Oculus store directly, it'll probably be compatible. You'll just buy it on Steam VR and they'll probably still be compatible. Yeah, just thinking about it makes you want to play some Robo Recall right now. Wow, this is... I'm not a fan of it rotating like that, because then you get disoriented in which way you're supposed to be pressing. Oh look, they brought the old tune back. Juju is cool. Thank you for the follow. Oh, I didn't see that. Tempest 4000 hype. Yeah. Mutual aeroplane with rice. These names, man. Can you skip the trippy part? Nope. Tempest VR could be sweet. I just hope he's not tied up with Sony anymore. Like, I wanted to release that stuff on PC. Like, I really want to play you know, Polybius for one. I really want to play it, but I don't think it's gonna be on anything other than PS4. I mean, unless it's already on PC and I just don't know. Double I 51, thanks for the follow. I'm actually kind of not a fan of the auto fire. There's a lot of questionable design choices in this game. I think that's game over. Yeah, like auto fire is kind of annoying. The homing missiles is cool in concept, but when you need to go down the web when you finish a level, like it seems to be hard to destroy the spikes, which is a problem. Tempest 4000 is coming to PC. Awesome.
Yes, 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 yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes. Yes.
That's funny. If you type O, it automatically goes to K for you. That's hilarious.
Yes, yes, yes. Yes. Yes, yes. Yes, 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 yes.
Yeah, the shame is there's no internal storage on this, so it doesn't save scores or anything like that. That's a bummer.
Extreme danger. Danger.
Yes, 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 yes.
Alright guys, I think that's going to do it for the NUON. For tonight, we'll definitely stream it again sometime in the future. So yeah, I'll hook the NES up. I'm not gonna use the AVS. I'm gonna use the original hardware because I feel like sitting down on the futon today and just vegging out for the rest of the night. I'll probably turn the webcam off too. This game looks really great on the PVM though. Like it, and this is S-Video. It also does component. I need to get some component cables. Unfortunately, I don't have Holy Diver. I need to get that and put it on my flash cart.
Warning. Extreme danger. Danger.
No, I might have to actually bring the blue snowball mic back out. Dio isn't impressed. Yeah, I'm gonna have to probably bring the snowball mic out. There are the NUON games.